first and foremost, I want to thank you for having us here tonight. We're excited to be here to present with you guys. My name is Cole Dauncey. This is Joshua Hartney, and this is Corbin Cotter. We're students at Pontiac Township High School as well as Heartland Community College. We're here to share with you some information about the abandoned part of Route 66 and how we would like to turn it into a multi-use path. We have a couple main points we'd like to talk to you about today. The first of which being why we see a need for this. Second, how we plan on achieving this. Third, the economic benefits it will provide. And then fourth, we have some data that we'd like to share with you that we've collected from the community. So the project overview, we'd like to turn it into a multi-use path along a 9-mile stretch south of Pontiac connecting to Chenoa. The point of this would be to expand recreation within our community. It would support conservation, provide economic development, and then it would also strengthen community connections. Some of the key reasons for this is a lack of safe and dedicated paths in our community, as well as a lack of natural habitats for people to go out and enjoy on a day-to-day basis, as well as opportunities to enhance ecological and economic values. Some supporting evidence is there's many existing Route 66 segments across all of Illinois. We've made multiple community surveys that's been sent out to Livingston County, and the responses have showed high favor towards wanting this path in our community. This path would honor the historic legacy of Route 66, with it being the only segment left in Illinois that has not turned into a path. It's the last segment that has not been covered. Some actions we need to take to make this happen would be securing county approval for this Route 66 corridor, and then we'd like to coordinate efforts among the counties of Livingston as well as McLean, specifically Pontiac and Chenoa for purposes such as maintenance. And then we plan to follow the Farnsworth Group Development Plan, which already has the whole layout for the path.
Now the strategy we want to use to implement this project would be phased into manageable stages, such as the first stage we would go in and we would just clean up the path and we would get rid of all the mounds of dirt and rubble on it. And then during that we would engage the community in that to have some volunteers come out and just help clean up the path. And then one of the second stages would be to go in and lay the asphalt down, obviously, just get the path ready for people to come in. And we would take that into 1-mile segments at a time. And then we want to pursue grants and private donations. We want to as well get support with the state through the grants and get some county funding to help with this path. Now some benefits environmentally would be to use native prairie plantings to reduce long-term maintenance, so that would lower the cost of the path overall, and then it would also enhance the natural habitat of the area, as there aren't too many areas in Livingston County that have natural habitat we can go just walk out in. And then this would also contribute to another project that a group in our class is working on. It's called the 30x30 conservation. We want to make sure that we sustain 30% of land and water in Illinois by 2030. Some other information would be every dollar that is put into tourism in Illinois comes back into $9 of output, and nationwide Route 66 is a $132 million industry in tourism annually. Now McLean County estimated a cost of $14.3 million for 37.2 miles of path, but we're only asking for 9 miles of path. So then we want to present to some other groups to get more support with this path. We want to present to the CAG, that is Community Advisory Group, and Illinois Automobile Society. And then the support we have would be from McLean County board members, Ride Illinois, Friends of Constitution Trails, the City of Pontiac, Senator Valkema, and Engineering Resource Associates. Now Route 66 is a proven economic engine. Illinois has been investing in Route 66 lately, and 2026 is a catalyst for that, because this year is the centennial of Route 66, so that would increase tourism even more with more people coming in for the 100th year of Route 66, and this would also increase a rise in outdoor recreation and cycling tourism. Now, reduce acquisition and engineering costs. We can lease Route 66 for $1 a year from Illinois. And then as well as the engineering cost would be fairly low compared to just creating a new path, because we are to have this roadbed down and this asphalt down that we just have to clean up and then go in and mill and till. And then we have unique opportunities for rural and historic grants because we're a rural neighborhood in Illinois. Route 66 is a very historic road that we can get grants for and just help support this project that we're wanting to do.
Some potential roadblocks we're going to face. I know that the county addressed this back in 2014. There was a list of about 15 problems that you guys identified. So here are some of the big ones and our solutions to them. So funding is obviously a big problem, so we're going to be pursuing a lot of grants. Some examples are the Federal Recreation Trails Program, which is a federal grant from the DNR, as well as Illinois Transportation Enhancement Program has a lot of state grants that we can apply for. And like Corbin said, since we are a rural community and this is also tied to Route 66, we have a unique opportunity to apply for a lot more grants. The second big problem was bridges. Now, in our meeting with some IDOT engineers, we found out that ITEP has already funded $2 million to replace the existing bridges on the lanes in use. And because of that, they can add on a pedestrian bridge for little to no cost that we can use on the bike path. Maintenance was the other big issue. And so we're going to try and limit the maintenance cost by putting natural habitat along the path similar to what's across the road next to the railroad track, as well as coordinating maintenance between Shinoa, City of Pontiac, and the county to just reduce long-term cost. Another big issue was signage, and in December we presented to the City of Pontiac, and they verbally agreed to back us with signage throughout the path. So we sent out a survey to schools in Livingston County, so this is a lot of student-led data. So the first question we asked is if they see a need for a multi-use bike path. 60% of people said that there's a definite need, with an additional 30% saying that they might have seen a need. Then we asked them how often they would use it. 85% of people said that they would use a bike path, and 25% said that they would use it at least once a month. Then we asked about natural habitat around the bike path, and an outstanding 93% of people said that they were in favor for natural habitat around it. So what we need from you guys today, and in the long run, we need help applying for these grants. We need approval to move forward from you guys, and we're asking the county board to write a resolution just stating that you guys are going to do everything you can and take this as far as you can and work with us to try and see this through. We additionally need your help working to coordinate maintenance on the path. I want to thank you guys again for listening to our presentation as we told you why we see a need, how we're going to implement it, why the economic benefits of it, and backed it up with community data. Are there any questions?
Does anyone have any questions for these gentlemen?
I don't have a question, I just have a comment.
I just want to say how proud I am of you guys for taking this on, because even what you're doing, and it's not all of it, I understand you're going to get a lot of people to help, for you to even want to do this makes me so proud. So thank you.
I got a question for you. You said the state of Illinois is gonna put those new bridges in on the old road anyway, and they're gonna redo the bike path. How soon are they gonna replace those bridges?
I'm not 100% sure, but I can research that and I can get a definite answer back to you.
Because it's that critical part where you guys gotta have bridges before you get everything else kind of in line.
Right, and we can also, like, something we've talked about is just maybe putting the path up until the bridges, because the bridges are pretty far down the path, so even if we have a 3 or 4 mile stretch before people hit a bridge and then they can turn around, I think that would be more beneficial than having no path.
Okay, thank you.
One
Go ahead,
question.
Gina.
Sorry. One question. There is no path between Pontiac and Odell, is that correct?
That's correct.
Are you looking maybe forward after this one is implemented, then maybe trying this north side?
Yeah,
Okay.
just further in the future.
Good, thank you.
Any other questions? Mr. Rick?
Mr. Chairman, I don't have any questions. First of all, I could not be a prouder papa at this moment. Just going to say that I am the kids' chief cheerleader. I stand back and I give them the freedom to make it however they need to make it, with giving them core guidance. But I do want to say thank you to the number of county board members and county officials who have taken the time to not only meet us out at the roadside on Route 66 and walk the path with us, but also to help give them advice and walk them through ideas and thought processes. I'd also like to thank the people of not only Livingston County, but McLean County and beyond, who have come to the call of these fine gentlemen. And they are the ones leading their classroom in the process as well, because they have a team of 8 other Heartland students, Pontiac students, behind them that are leading the charge with that. And so I just want to make it very clear, without a team effort, nothing is possible. But I would say this too, that the longest journey in one's life that you can take starts with but one simple step. And these gentlemen have done much more than that in their process of starting through this program. And I will say that listening to them speak and hold themselves in front of not only our board, but also in front of the city of Pontiac and others, and conducting themselves to make sure that they take every opportunity to do so, and then having conversations with our legislators and anybody else who will listen to them. My hat goes off to them. My hat goes off to them, because they are doing the jobs that we as leaders, they are the leaders that are up and coming, and they are holding the torch for the future real high and bright for the rest of us to see. So with that, I say thank you to everybody in here for letting them take the time to do this. I appreciate you, boys.
I think that it couldn't be any better put, Mr. Ritter.